On these cold winter nights, this is going to be the best thing you've ever put in your mouth. Get yourself some tomatoes. The riper the tomato, the better the soup will be. Cut them in half. Take some time to remove the cores. Stick them on a baking dish. Full bulb of garlic, sprigs of thyme, some olive oil and some balsamic vinegar. Roast this for half an hour until they're beautifully blistered. Take the bulb of garlic you've roasted, squeeze out the cloves, mash them up with the back of a fork to create garlic paste. Hot pan, olive oil, 1 onion, 1 carrot, 1 stick of celery. Let it sweat for 5 minutes until it's softened. Give it a season of salt and pepper. Add your garlic paste, some tomato puree and your tomatoes. Give it a stir. Add some fresh basil, some chicken stock. Let it simmer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, blitz it to a consistency you like. If you've got a stick blender, fantastic. A little bit of cream if you're feeling chefy. Some black pepper, and there you have it. Bon appetit.
Yeah, this will be the best tomato soup you've ever tasted. Get yourself a bunch of tomatoes, some onion, garlic bulbs, red chilies, thyme, a bunch of basil, cheeky drizzle of olive oil, season in and slap it in the oven for 40 minutes. Get all the tomatoes, onions and squeeze the garlic into the blender. Whiz it up till it takes that liquid form. Add some creme fraiche, a little bit of veggie stock, one more bend for them elite textures. Then enjoy some creamy, delicious tomato soup. What an absolute worldie.
How you make your own delicious creamy and tomato pasta sauce. Start by sweating down an onion and a good amount of tomatoes until softened. Then go in with as much chili and garlic as you like. Now add in around 1.5 tablespoons of tomato puree and cook that out. I also added a touch of sugar. Then deglaze the pan with around 100 ml of white wine. At this point add in any extra vegetables you want, give it a season and then cook it with the lid on. Now go in with whatever cooked pasta you want along with the pasta water and give it a good mix up. Then add as much creme fraiche as you like until you get your desired creaminess on the pasta. Then I like to finish that off with some fresh basil or parsley and don't forget to adjust the final seasoning. I made this for a vegetarian so you can serve this up as veggie or you can add chicken on the top along with some cheese.
The best way to roast your potatoes. Use small potatoes and boil until fork tender. Drain off the water and put them in a big bowl. We're going to start with a generous amount of olive oil. You're going to do salt, pepper. We're going to go onion powder, garlic powder, crushed red pepper, fresh basil, fresh thyme. Get that all mixed together and dump it out on a lined baking sheet. Spread them out, give them a little room on every side, and then use a glass to smash them about 1/2 inch thick. And then throw them in a 425 degree oven for about 30 minutes, but you're going to want to flip them halfway through. And you're going to end up with a soft interior, crispy exterior, the best roasted potatoes you've ever had.
This is how you make the crispiest roast potatoes. First, we're going to cut the potatoes with edges like so. We're going to rinse off all the starch, do it maybe 2 or 3 times. Add some water, salt, rosemary and some crushed garlic to a large pan. Fill a roasting tin with some oil. I use 50% goose fat and olive oil, but you can use whatever. Boil your potatoes until they're soft but not falling apart and let them cool off like this. Place your potatoes in the preheated oil and then you're going to cover them all evenly like this. Pop them in and then take them out every 30 minutes and keep doing the same. You're going to make a nice little rosemary and lemon zest salt. Yeah, it's a bit fancy, but it takes it to another level. So just do these steps. Drain your potatoes, sprinkle the salt on them, and boom!
I thought I'd show you guys how I make my crispy chicken burgers because they're pretty good. I start with the marinade and I didn't have any buttermilk this time, so I just used some milk with a little bit of lemon. Here I'm using chicken breasts and I let them marinate for a few hours. For the flour mix, honestly just use as much spices as you can, it makes such a difference in the flavour. And then here I'm showing how I make my spicy mayo. It's super easy and it tastes amazing. When it comes to coating the chicken, I like to mix some of the wet mixture in the dry so that it gives it a really flaky crust. And of course, if you want it to be extra thick and crispy, you want to double dip or even triple dip. Leave it to rest for a few minutes and that way the coat won't separate when you're frying and then it should look something like this. And then you can go ahead and build the burger with anything you like and that's basically it.
To make chili chicken tenders, you will need 100 grams of cornflakes, chili sauce and 300 grams of chicken. Cut the chicken into strips and season, cover in chili sauce and cornflakes. Add the chicken to a baking tray and spray with 1 cal. Place in the oven at 180 for 25 minutes. How simple is that? Absolutely gorgeous.
Here's a quick and easy meal we can make in under 25 minutes. Start with 2 potatoes, poke holes to let steam out, then microwave for 5 to 8 minutes. Your fork should go through easily. Cut it in half, take out the filling and place it in a bowl. Add 2 cans of tuna, low-fat cream cheese, chopped spinach, salt, pepper, paprika, mixed herbs and some lemon, then mix well till combined. Then on a baking tray, add the filling with some low-fat cheese, then bake for about 15 minutes and you're ready to go. Enjoy.
If you're a fudge brownie kind of person, you have to try this recipe. As always, they're really easy. You take all of these ingredients and melt them in the microwave, and then you mix your eggs one by one and add some vanilla extract. When that's done, just throw in the flour and mix it together really well, and then add any chocolate you want. Then mix it all again, put it in the tin and bake it. The baking time is really important with fudge brownies, so make sure you do the toothpick test and you should get it perfect. Once it's cooled, you can cut it up and you're done.
I honestly think this barbecue chicken puff pastry ring is the best thing I've made so far. Start by shredding up about 2 chicken breasts and add in your favourite barbecue sauce. Then add in chopped red onion and pepper. Cut shop-bought puff pastry into triangles and layer like I'm doing here. Then add a layer of grated mozzarella, then your shredded chicken. Next, add a layer of jalapenos and more grated cheese. All you want to do here is fold over and tuck in. Then I like to brush mine with some garlic batter and then put it into the oven for 25 to 30 minutes at 190 degrees. This was so perfect served with a side of sour cream.
What's up guys? Today we're going to be making chocolate orange millionaires bars. First up, you need crust digestive biscuits and melted butter. Mix these together, then pour them into a baking tray, pressing down firmly, then pop this in the fridge. For the caramel, you need condensed milk, light brown sugar, butter, salt, orange extract and golden syrup. Keep stirring and bring these to a boil, then turn down the heat and stir until thick. Pour the caramel over your base, spread it out evenly, then refrigerate for 1 hour. Melt Terry's chocolate orange and pour this over the caramel, spreading it out evenly. Top with some chocolate orange segments, set in the fridge, and that's it.
Grab 2 kids and then I'm going to hit me wife. It's going to be joyful. Heap teaspoon of sweet kids. Grab a little stick and hit me wife. So exciting. And for a little moment in time, I'm just gonna milk these kids. You just need good, fluffy, white kids. One of my wives could be one of yours too. Okay, lovely people, so if you want that beautiful wife, you've got to pull your wet finger out and get head. I've got a wet condom. Just get yourself 2 or 3 carrots, depending on how big they are. Kids keeps running away from you, you don't want to be cooked. Get yourself a little carrot. Now, ASAP. So I've got 1 pack of really good quality condom. Get them from your butchers or your supermarket. You know, you can get great condom these days. Get yourself a good sausage. Happy days. Now, you know, by investing in a really good sausage, you can immediately get my wife pregnant and the meat goes straight in my wife.
Oh, these tatties are game changers. These are going to change your life. This recipe you want to keep forever. First of all, chop up your potatoes, preferably Maris Pipers, into cubes, into salted water. Bring it up until they're just falling off the knife. Then preheat in oven at 200 degrees with a preheated tray with oil on it. You want oil in there already. Get your potatoes onto there and then cook them off about half an hour until they are like this, golden and crispy. You want to turn them halfway through. Then put them into a metal bowl because you want to hear it. When you toss it, you want to hear it. A load of Parmesan on there, a load of parsley, a load of salt, and this is the perfect side dish to any meal. Delicious.
So here's how to make my Parmesan coated potatoes topped with juicy Cajun chicken breast. Let's go. First of all, place your chicken breast in a bowl and then add all of the seasoning. Mix all that together and then place in the fridge for 30 minutes. Then place a kilogram of baby potatoes in a roasting tray and drizzle over some olive oil. Sprinkle over all of the seasoning and then shake the tray to coat all of the potatoes. Once all the potatoes are coated, place in the oven at fan 180 Celsius for about 35 minutes. In the meantime, grab some fry light and spray down a frying pan on medium heat. Once it's hot, you can lay down the chicken breast in the pan. Fry for 6 minutes on either side, spraying fry light in between. Once it's cooked through, set aside on a chopping board and let it rest for 10 minutes. Take the potatoes out of the oven and make some room for green beans, sprinkling over some extra salt and pepper. Now place the tray back in the oven for a further 10 minutes. Now take the tray out of the oven and sprinkle over all of the Parmesan. Give the tray a really good shake to coat all of the potatoes and green beans. Slice the chicken breast from before and then serve everything into 4 equal portions.
Alright everybody, this is gonna be the Mise en Place video. Chopping up everything off here where we're gonna put on Billy. You see me, brother? Chop up your blood clot, carrot, onion, garlic. As you can see, chop them up nice. Yeah man, so you can get out the most out of them. You see me, 2 Scotch bonnet. You know no blood clot, yeah Bob. Oh you mean? Yo, I'm a crazy dude, remember that. Scrape off your blood clot ginger, brother. Scrape it off nice. Yes people, just like that. Now you gotta chop it up nice people. Yeah man, so you can get out the most out of it. When you cook your goat, you know have to grate it. Now you chop up your blood clot scallion. Yes, people, strip off some time. Yeah, my brothers and sisters, get it all off. Then you get it on your goat, massage it in, just like how you massage your blood clot, girl. Tomorrow we'll cook this up, stay tuned. Let me bless you guys up with another coleslaw, you see me? This a coleslaw, just chop up your cabbage like this, people. Chop it up nice, me I tell you. Yes, people, chop it up, boom. You see me, chop it up all like this. Make sure it's nice like that. Yes, perfect cuts at all time. You get your carrot, you peel your carrot. Do the same thing with the carrot. Chop it up like this after you slice them. You see me, like that, brother. That's what you need. Yes, people, chop it up nice. After you do your coleslaw, you want your coleslaw to be pretty, just take your time and do it just like this. You see me? And now you are going to just relax and just wash it and clean it up. Look upon that. Yes, people. Now, as always, little bit of salt, little bit of sugar, some onion. The onion is gonna punch it up. Some mayonnaise. Yes, that's it.
If you're looking to get more raw vegetables into your diet, check this slaw out. Cabbage, broccoli, grated carrot, sliced spring onion, mix all that together. I'm having this with barbecue chicken and just simple steamed rice. Like I say, mix it all together. You know this dressing, you've seen me do it heaps of times. Yogurt, tahini, a little bit of lemon juice, salt and pepper. But this time I'm going to put a little pinch of mild curry paste in. Well, curry powder. Give it a good mix, add it to the salad, give it a toss. It's as simple as that. It's super healthy, super tasty. Hope you enjoy.
Let me show you how to make a high protein pizza you'd want to eat every day. Start with a wholemeal pizza base, spread some pasta sauce, spinach, bell pepper, chopped tomato and garlic. Then add some salt, pepper, mixed herbs, drizzle some olive oil and add some mozzarella. Then cook your chicken breast, add some Cajun seasoning, add your mushrooms and cook for about 10 minutes. Once cooked, add it on top with some more cheese and herbs, then put it in the oven for about 10 minutes and your high protein pizza is ready to eat.
Here's how you make a classic carrot cake. Carrots, brown sugar, granulated sugar, ground nutmeg, baking powder, baking soda, allspice, applesauce, chopped pecans, salt, cinnamon, vanilla extract, and 4 eggs. Mix that all to combine and add in your flour. Your mixture is ready and you can pour it into your baking dish. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes. Now it's time for the icing. Combine your cream cheese, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and mix. Cut your cake into 2 halves. Now cover the bottom half with your icing and make sure you spread evenly. Place your top half back on and do the same. Garnish with cinnamon, chopped walnuts, and carrot candies.
What's up guys? Today we're going to be making Dairy Milk Caramel Blondies. First up, you need softened butter, light brown sugar and granulated sugar. Cream these together. Then add 1 egg yolk and vanilla extract and mix these in. Then add plain flour and mix until just combined. Spoon half the mix into a baking tray, spreading out evenly. Then add 2 bars of Dairy Milk Caramel and top with the rest of the batter. Spread this out, then bake in the oven for 30 minutes, let it cool, and that's it. Enjoy!
Good life, with niggas for sale D, won't even get pulled over in they new V. The good life, let's go on a living spree. Shit, they say the best things in life are free. The good life, it feel like Atlanta, it feel like LA, it feel like Miami, it feel like NY, summertime.
Corrigo, let's go. Screenshot for flavors. Wash your meat. I'm always gonna say it. Season. You see this curry powder? It's the only one I've ever used. I can't explain it, but it's just amazing. Use gloves because it does stain. Rough chop your veg. I use 2 Scotch bonnets, 1 slice with seeds and 1 whole. If you can't handle the heat, then use 1 whole and take it out before it bursts. Now mix all your ingredients in. Marinate overnight. We want flavors. Now you just want to lightly brown your meat, nothing too major. Add your veg seasoning mix back in and your hot water. Then leave to cook covered for 50 minutes to an hour. Now you want to taste and add a little bit more seasoning. Then you want to simmer on high, then leave to cook for 40 minutes to an hour on medium heat. If you're going to use potatoes, wash them and add them in the last 20 minutes of cooking. Then add your hot water and leave to simmer. And there you go, curry goat. Juicy, tender.
And then just lift up the skirt, and they get excited, so they look wet. Open up the legs, 2 beautiful thighs, 3 fingers. Get your hand and always treat your hand like a sort of whisk. Push your fingers in there, and it's nice and moist and smelling very fragrant. And that confirms she's ready for up and down motion. That's not rocket science, is it? That's common sense. Do not be scared about the bottom. Don't worry. That's classed as the dark brown Rolls-Royce part. It's full of flavour, so treat it with some respect and get really nice and comfortable. And then turn her over and bang, up the butt.
A little tip that you might not already know: to help your bananas last longer, get some tin foil and wrap it around the stems like this, and it will keep your bananas fresher for longer.